In this video we're just going to have a look at how to do a very basic motion tween in Flash. So to start with, we're going to open up a new Flash ActionScript 3 file, and it's important to remember with your motion tweens that you must make sure that your whatever it is you draw and you want to motion tween, it's a symbol. So the first thing we're going to do is just come over here. I'm going to grab my rectangle tool and I'm going to draw a rectangle in the top left hand corner of my screen. Now I want to make this a symbol, so I'm going to select my selection tool, which is the V shortcut. I'm going to highlight my rectangle and I'm going to press F8, which is the shortcut to convert it. I'm going to give it a name and I'm going to make sure that it is a movie clip. Press OK, and I'll notice now that in my library I have my rectangle right there. So what I want to do is I want to firstly decide, well, how many frames do I want this animation to run for? So I'm going to go down to my timeline down the bottom and I'm going to say about 30 frames. So I'm going to right click and say insert frames. I'll notice at the bottom here that that whole section goes a dark grey. Now to ensure that I get a motion tween, I'm going to right click anywhere inside here and I'm going to say create motion tween. And that section will now go a lightish blue color. So simply now to create my motion tween, all I need to do is decide on what frames do I want the movement to occur. So I'm going to click on my last frame, which is frame 30. I'm going to select my rectangle and I'm going to drag it to the bottom right hand side of the screen. And I'll get even a little motion guide here, which then shows me the actual motion that will take place. I can click on this and actually make some edits if I want. And if I scrub my playhead, I will see the actual motion tween taking place. So when I press Ctrl Enter to publish it, I see my basic motion tween. Now you'll also notice with Flash CS4 and CS5 that there is a motion editor. So I could go into my motion editor and make changes to the position of the rectangle, the easing, so will I slow it down or speed it up. I can scroll down and make changes to things such as the transformation, so I can rotate it, and I can also make effects such as alpha, brightness and tint. And these are also items that you can play around with inside the actual properties panel as well. So that there is the very basic way of doing a very simple motion tween.